What's up, guys? Just woke up right now. We're gonna do some morning cardio. From there, I'm gonna chart stocks, kind of show you all my game plan, my Sunday watch list, kind of what I'm looking at going into the week, and kind of what I show the members as well, going into the week. We have a big week of economical news, so we're gonna make our money quick Monday, let things set up from there, take it day by day, and kind of just see how things go. This is one of these trickier weeks where you just gotta take things day by day. So I'm gonna see what I can find. If you don't wanna see the cycling video real quick or the cardio video, click ahead right here where I start charting. From there, let's see what we can do. So see you in the gym.
It's been a long time coming, the consequence of why my pride got the best of me. Now it's been 2 years and we still don't speak. It's been a long time coming, the consequence of why my pride got the best of me. Now it's been 2 years and we still don't speak. When we first met, I knew even then that you were different. I felt the access still anytime you went in. But the cheating, the lying, the act of denying, it doesn't always end up here. Here with nothing, you're so far from me. I held that burden on top of my shoulders. With every day, not a single word, and all I said seemed to fall on deaf ears. If our bodies are still so cold, then why do you beg and plead for me to never let go? We sleep on a bed of broken glass. We shoot us, but it still cuts through your skin. Tell me where we stand when you're standing beside him. Goodbye again for the last time. I used to see the flicker of light off in the distance, but it always burns out. Do your eyes see that flicker of light? 'Cause all I see is pitch black. You and I, we sleep on a bed of broken glass. Every foreign ground took a picture perfect. Your life is, that should be me. In those captured fragments of your memory.
What's up, Regal Capital family and traders? We're back here on a Sunday, and I kind of want to just show y'all, how I go about on a Sunday. I kind of, look for the game plan, kind of set the game plan, and kind of have an idea going into Monday, because I'm a firm believer in the money we make Monday morning is actually made on Sunday night, evening. We're preparing for it, so it's not a shocker. But first things first, of course, I mainly trade QQQ and SPY. I'm looking at our market, right? I'm kind of seeing where we're at right now. For QQQ and SPY, let's see. For SPY, I'm kind of seeing after selling off big and we're kind of, bouncing around, chopping around in these areas down here in these zones, I'm kind of seeing a bear flag, and I kind of drew out the yellow trend lines real quick, just something quick, from this zone to here, this top point from, what was that, Thursday, just kind of across there, seeing that how it kind of rejected up there. So that aligns up well. I also noticed we have a fat gap right here. You can kind of see my auto gap on. It's the gray area from here to here. I could also just mark that too. Always mark it usually orange so I know where the gap's at or not. But pretty much where this green zone is demand. So I would say pretty much if we lost this supply up here where sellers were at, but now it turned demand because they got above it Friday. So sellers up here, we kind of hung around it. Nothing really happened too much, and then we ripped out of it. So that means that the buyers took over. So we kind of came back to it, kind of held into close there. So buyers are trying to stay there. Now, if we lose this demand, I know it's good to go for us to short all the way back down to this demand where not only we have a gap, but buyers are there. So that's an easy 3 to 1 trade, 3 to 1 if you want to count the super trend pointing down on the 15, but 2 to 1 if we're just losing a demand and then a gap right there. So solid trade. That's something I'm eyeing for Monday on SPY. If we lose our 543.24, we're dropping down there. Also, if this is a flag where we break higher, I'm looking to see if we break this yellow trend line. I want to see if we're above our 546.34 blue line, which is right here. And if we run up to our next supply, which is this supply right here, our 548 hourly. From there, I know we should probably break higher and go from there. So I'm not going to stand in its way as far as, trying to short up here, especially because we have a small gap right here. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but it's a smaller one right here from a couple of days ago pre-market. So we have incentive, we have pattern. So I like this. I will set kind of like an alert. I don't know if I have too many set right now. Yeah, well, I'll change that in a minute. But as far as game plan above 548.55, I know I'm good for calls. And then if we break this 540.24, 543.24, we should dump right back down here and possibly go lower. So I did that for SPY. Now, usually QQQ is forming the same setup because it's our market. So if we look at QQQ, it's kind of doing the same thing, right? A little bit choppier, but a little bit cleaner as far as the flag from tagging that supply Thursday, dumping us back down, hanging around this demand. So I would say Q does have a little bit of the gap down here still to fill. So if we lose 460.56 right here, 460.55, we should definitely kind of push back down to these levels. I'm not too sure how strong it would be as far as selling off. But very possible that we come back down to 456 demand where we tagged out of it Thursday and ripped completely back out. But this is still range here, and I wouldn't consider calls unless we break above this level right here. And of course, I have too many alerts on. 468.98, which is the top of this supply up here. I want to see if we can get above that. From there, it would break this pattern. And even then, that's playing it pretty safe, to be honest. If I wanted to get a little bit riskier as far as kind of front running the move, if we break this yellow trend line Monday and we go upwards above 465.74, I think we can definitely slam those calls for a run right back up here to 467, 468. Exactly, because we know it works. We've seen it right here. So the zones are working perfectly. From there, if we break above that, we should not only run here, go higher because we're breaking above this flag. So something to keep in mind, guys, as well. Above that level, I'm probably going to take calls. Below here, I'm definitely taking puts. This would be the downside breaking out for the bear flag. Above this would just be the flag breaking out higher, and I'm trusting both sides, not only with the zones, but I'm loving the pattern as well. So definitely kind of game plan going in. I send out the game plan to the members every night around 7 p.m. my time, so they have their levels charts ready to go, and they're on point with me Monday morning. So when we take these positions, they're not lost. They're not blindly following me, but they take it with me, knowing where we're at and, trimming on the way down and just winning. That's how we stay profitable. That's how we consistently make money, and that's how we continuously killing it. So as far as game plans, that's what we focus on. Then looking around my watch list, not really seeing anything, but I do want to turn my attention to, I would say, oil, right? I'm looking at some of these oils and how they're breaking out downtrend, huge downtrend breaking out. And more importantly, I want to look at some of these that I like the option chain. Exxon, Chevron both look really good. I think I'm going to go with Chevron. I think their options are a little bit better as far as kind of being out the money. Let me see Exxon. Exxon's good too. Both are good. I like that. Both are pretty good. I would say, I think I'm going to go with Chevron here. Do I want Chevron? Yeah, Chevron looks good. All right. So I'm going to chart this naked for you guys, kind of see, what I'm seeing here. 64. All right. And let's see what we can do here, right? Let's see what we can do. I like that gap down there, but I won't put it just yet. Let's put that right there. All right. Trend line. Kind of putting it right there. All right. So I'm kind of just shaping it up right now first to see, if I'm seeing things correctly and kind of, how we're going about things. Looks good to me right there. A little bit of downtrend there. We broke out and now we retested right here. Not too bad. Let's get on the hourly, and I was on the daily there. So notice how, of course, it broke there. Yellow trend line's kind of working there. I like doing things on the hourly more than anything, and then 4 hour as well. So let's get on 4 hour just to kind of see any supply zones. Supply zone right here. Sellers are up here. You can see it from there. 164.28. There we go. And then let's go with some bigger demand, right? I would say about right there. Looks pretty good to me. And I'm on the 4 hour right now. From here, I would probably, yeah, that looks really good. Right there. All right. Let me just draw some of these rectangle ends. I like doing this. Adds the extra touch. A lot of people don't do it. I love doing it. Here we go. Just kind of reminds me, right? When I'm in the zone and I'm trading, it just kind of reminds me, hey, watch out, there's buyers here. Hey, watch out, there's sellers here, All right, let's get on the hourly now. Let's do a little bit of some levels. We'll kind of just turn our attention to how things were kind of shaping up the past, Friday and things like that. Looks good right there. All right, put another one about right there. So as you can see, things are shaping up now, and we can see sellers, buyers. Notice how we're doubling off that bottom, and notice how we did break out of this downtrend all the way down here, and I would put it, like right there, which is beautiful because you kind of see exactly how not only we broke out of that downtrend, we bounced out of this demand and went higher from there. So beautiful work right there. Now we're going to put the opposing side, right? If this was bullish, we should be holding this trend line all the way up. Let's go turn our attention to the next levels all the way up. I would say about right there. And what I'm looking for is I'm kind of seeing where the big candles are holding, right? Where the bodies are at. If the wicks are touching it, that's even better. Kind of just seeing, where's the accumulation of a lot of these candles. Next one, I would probably maybe put about right there, just kind of levels up there. That could be a zone 2, not too sure. And then we'll put another one right about here. Or should we do it right there? I'm liking this right here. Yeah. Loving that. And then I kind of, from there, I kind of know this, like the stock. So like, if you're putting up kind of levels and you see a jump from like 158 all the way to 161, and you don't see, or maybe you didn't chart any levels in between there like these, you can be like, all right, well, Chevron moves, but it doesn't move that drastically where it just skips levels like that. So I would like to think Chevron right here, every couple dollars, there's a definite, level there. And then you just gotta go look at some of these old positions or old, where price was at those levels and say, does that make sense? And a lot of these do make sense. So I like that. And I kind of see how this is gearing up right here. So I do like that. Let me get Yeah, let me stay on the hourly actually. Hourly looks really good. From here, I think above 158.87 should run to 160.02, 161 area, and then that supply up there. So very, very good little setup right there. I'm liking that. So above here, 158.87, I'll set an alert. There we go. And I'll be looking to, if we get above that, slam the 162.5 call right there. Looks pretty good priced and not too far out the money, especially if we get the move. Ooh, those be kind of close in the money too, so it should move pretty nicely for us. And that's kind of how I would chart something real quick. You don't have to do nothing crazy. These kind of just tell me where I was on the market, as far as these yellow trend lines. They really do help, especially these two right here. The big ones, I kind of just did as like, it kind of just helped me out. You don't really have to have that right there. You should just focus on downtrend breakout into this demand holding up, and let's see if we can kind of go from there. I'm looking around these and I really don't see any supply zones up here, other than this big one, possibly this up here, which would be 160 area all the way up to maybe 161. But if that's true, then our 161 level will suffice as far as a target. So more importantly, what I'm looking for is in over 158.87, be almost all out at 160, 161, and that's it. That's the move I'm looking for. Simple, sweet. Almost put those in contracts in the money, and we'll definitely be up. I mean, it could be 100%, whatever it is. Who knows? Doesn't matter. I don't focus on the money. I don't focus on much after that. I just focus on winning and taking it with levels. So trim on the way up type thing. So as Sunday goes, this is kind of how I do things on Sunday. Chart for y'all and show y'all as well. This is how I'd play it, and then I go out and play it. So Monday this next week, be on the lookout for this recap video where I show you if I play it. So hopefully this setup triggers and we go for it. So appreciate y'all watching this video. Hopefully y'all learned something. Stay in tune with our next video and the next recap for this one. I'll be pumping out more for you guys. So keep an eye out on that. If you want to join the team, Rico Capital on Twitter, tap in with us, wap.com/Rico Capital, give you access to Discord. Discord's free, but all the locked channels, the plans for SPY and Q right here, and my live alert trades. So also live trading as well. I do this on Monday, Tuesday live. Hear my voice just like this. I tell you I'm taking this, and we slam things together and win together. So it's a lot of fun. So consider joining up. If not, I will see y'all in the next video. Later.